What's up, fellow gods and goddesses of Planet Kai? Today we're going to be talking about esoteric knowledge and the power of growth and the flower of life. But it's not just that. Today we'll be talking about how society today has poisoned us and it strays us far from the path of growth, and it and it and it's stopping us from is stopping us from attaining the power of the flower of life. Flower of life is something I call spiral energy, and what that is it's it's life, it's motion, it's everything that evolves us and makes us a better person. It's what connects us all to one source. Just like how we would see the same pattern on our hand on leaves, how we would see the same spiral in our hair on flowers, how we would see the texture of our hair on trees. That's the spiral energy, the flower of life that connects us all. And today is episode 1 of the power of growth and the flower of life. And what we're going to be talking about is what they are limiting us from and how they are limiting us. So I'm going to start with this. The city you are in has vibrations that were strategically placed for manipulation of thought, mind, feelings, and senses, controlling the populace, aka the population, into becoming consumers instead of producers, consumers instead of reproducers. It has been an evil disease placed in your DNA. Some people might call it a spell or witchcraft. For instance, the food you eat, the water you drink, sometimes even the air you breathe has affected the way you think. It has changed the chemical balance of your fluids and the fluctuation of your organs and muscle. So in this absence of growing new cells in your body, the blood cells are not focused on healing your body. And the blood cells are not focused on healing certain parts of your body. Blood cells and bacteria has to focus on one part of your body, and ignores the parts of your anatomy that causes your body to evolve and grow, sadly rendering your reproductive systems that are healing you. These chemicals that we are breathing in, these things that are fucking with our brains, is sadly rendering your reproductive body, holding you from thinking outside of the box, causing memory loss, inducing fear, depression, sickness, and bad habits. Causing your body and your mind to have these bad thoughts, causing that to become a cycle. This is a warfare on the mind, body, and soul. This is something I wrote down in my notebook, by the way. The reason why those things are happening is because of something, a species of existence that I like to call anti-spiral. I get it from this anime show called Gurren Lagann. It's a group of people who have been living off negative, fearful, and sickness mindset so long, living off these negative properties of life so long that their mind it evolves from that. So what will stop them from continuing on, what will stop them from growing and getting stronger and stop them from controlling others is spiral energy. And what that is, life. Life stops death. And there are entities out there, spirits, jinns, reptilians, or however you want to call them, who are operating from this sense of energy, this negative and this negative, lower vibrational, lower paradigm, lower thought frames of energy. Being a positive person is what combats this. So what they'll do is they'll seek out the causes. They'll seek out the cause. They'll make the cause and we'll be the effect of it. And that's how they trap us in a prism, a rectangular prism, or a cube prism. That's why prison cells, that's why they call it prison cell. It's a prison for your cell. That's why they've built these houses in a square formation so that it can drain your positive energy and drain negative energy, but also leaves negative energy. So the energy is not leaving. So that negative energy that you are trying to release is coming right back to you because you are stuck in a prison. And that's how you end up being depressed and feel like you're trapped because your energy is trapped. So that's why people who go to prison, even when they are released from prison, they still feel entrapped. Their mindset has been manipulated into believing that this whole world is a prison for them, which it is. So that's the warfare that they have to use, because they know if they try to use physical strength, if they try to use force, it will only take them so far, because using force requires love. You have to love fighting for something. At a certain point, you have to start to love to fight for this negative shit. That's why they can't use physical, material things as much, because people aren't loving to fight for this because it gives them no meaning in life. So they'll have to be the cause. They have to have a cause, a great cause. And what that cause is mind. It's mind control. It's comfortability. It's luxury. It's being able to feel like, it's being able to get the people to believe that they are in a controlled state. It's making the people choose negative thoughts for their own selves, like reverse psychology and so on. So they'll use warfare on your mind more than they'll use it on your body. And that is what kills the soul. And the soul is what is attached to this spiral energy. Without a soul, we will not want to repopulate or grow. We will not want to love, or we will not be able to be in our authentic self. We will just be here. We will just be ants in a line working for the queen bee until our untimely death. And these things are the reason why it's hard to see, because we think it's hard to see. So when we think something's hard to do, we think it's not doable. So when we feel like we can't see something, we won't see it. When we feel like we can't love that, we won't love it. When we feel like that's not doable, we won't do it. So that's the mind game that they use on us. That's the warfare that they use on us. Prison gets you to believe that you won't be free, so you won't feel free, then you won't be free in other positions in your life. You feel me? There are always a balance to things. And spiral energy, what makes them fear spiral energy is that spiral energy seems as though that there is no balance to it. Our authentic self, we are ever expanding into the infinite. We can get, there's no limits to how good we can become. There is no limits to how powerful we can become. That's what anti-spirals fear the most. Our limitations have no limits. But just because something doesn't have a limit doesn't mean it doesn't have a balance. So what we have to realize as a people to win against these energies is love. Love is what balances power. Love is what balances your authenticity. Love is what balances your drive, because it gives it a limit that's not limiting growth, but limiting negative things. It limits that power to be wrongly used. That's the balance in spiral energy. It's an unstoppable force and an immovable object, but that doesn't mean you can't control where it goes. You get me? And that's love. Think of spiral energy as our authenticity, and think of controlling that authenticity, that spiral energy, that infinite power as love. You can control the energy you give it to. You can let someone use you for negative things, use your powers for negative ways, or you can let somebody use it for good, or you can use it for good. And also, with that, you'll give up. You will go crazy without love. You will want to end your existence without love. Put it like this: you can be good at football. You could know how to play it. You could be smart at playing it, but without love, you will give up. Even if you're you activate your authentic self. Football, think of playing football is authentic. But wanting to be a winner, that's love. That's the love for the game. Just being good at it is not enough. And for haters, for people who hate what you do, for people who are jealous, that's what they'll strike first. They'll strike your love. They don't care about the authenticity, because they cannot stop you from being who you are. But they can stop you from believing they can stop you from believing who you are, though. They can try to get you to not know who you truly are, not know your powers. That's what they're doing to us. That's what jealous people use. That's the tactics that people who envy you, who even if they have more than you, they still envy you. Those are the tactics that they use. They want to get you to feel powerless. They want you to feel like you're not in control. So what they'll do is attack the love. They'll make what you do seem like it's something that's not lovable, something that's not fun, something that's not inspirational, something that's not motivational. Even if you're good at doing it, they'll try to make it seem like what you're good at doing is not helpful, or it's not good itself. That's what they'll attack. So you're trying to be a producer, or you're trying to be a person who makes content, a content creator. Jealous people will not tell you to stop. They'll just talk about all the flaws and all the shit that they think is wrong with what you're doing. They won't tell you to stop because they can't. They can't make you stop. They can only make you believe what you are doing is bad or lame, or they'll try to make it seem like others are not interested in what you do. They'll try to make it seem like you're not noticed in what you do. And that's what you have to believe. That's the mind game. So what I'm telling you now is a powerful key to living life. These are gems that I am dropping right now in real time. To be able to control your powers, love them. Love it. They want us to be afraid of our powers. They want us to be afraid of our limits. They want us to be afraid of our growth. They want us to be in fear. That's why they create prisms. That's why they start with the cause and let that affect us. Think about it. Cause and effect. They'll build the houses that fuck our brains up and make us live in them. Cause, effect. They'll make the materialistic shit that we don't need and make us buy it. Cause and effect. They'll take away the fruits and the abundance of nurture that nature gives us and make it themselves and make us buy it. Cause and effect. They're starting with the cause and we're just getting the effects of it. That's how they beat us. They're steps ahead of us. That's why you have to pay taxes, because they made taxes. Think about it. That's why you have to that's why you have to get loans. Because you're not loaned. You have to get a loan. Think about it. They're not gonna go out there and look for someone to loan money to. You have to go get the loan. Cause and effect. This is what we need to stop. We need to stop being the effect of shit. Stop letting shit affect us and be the cause of us. Let that bullshit that they're doing to us cause us to change the effect of our life, instead of letting that bullshit be the cause to our effect, to be the effect to our life. Where are we right now in America? We are the effect of what they did to our ancestors. We are the effect of what they stole from us. We are the effect of what they lied about. We are the effect of what they've created for us. We are the effect of what they are teaching us. We are the effect of how they feel about us. We are the effect of things. Be the cause. and be a good cause. Because they can't fight you with strength. They already told you, all people like us have it in our DNA to be naturally fucking strong. They'll use our mind. Their war, their battle is not on a chessboard, but in our head. They can't beat us in the materialistic world because all they're doing is using our creation. They're taking our ideas and making us buy it. They can't beat us in the physical, baby. They can't beat us in the physical. They have to use your mind. Everything in the physical, we take a hold of and we beat them. But if they can control your mind, they can get you to believe that what they've made is actually their idea. They'll get you to believe that they came up with the traffic light. They'll get you to believe that they came up with the light bulb, with the electric light. They get you to believe that they came up with free energy. They'll get you to believe that they came up with how to make cars. They'll get you to believe that they came up with how to build a roof over their head. They'll get you to believe these things, but it's a lie. And with that, I'll end my recording. Peace and prosperity. May abundance be blessed upon you. May you be protected by your ancestors. And may love fill your life. And may love allow you to freely be in your authentic self. Peace.